The Story of My Life by Smiley. Growing up, I was always told to be yourself. At a young age, I didn't know who I was or what I wanted to be. I really didn't know that to determine who I was would be so life-changing. When I was 9 years old, my father died. A few years later, my mother remarried, and shortly after that, I was molested. I was confused, scared, and felt alone. I didn't want to talk to anyone. My mother would ask me what was wrong, but I was so scared I never said anything. My behavior changed drastically. My mother just thought I was taking the death of my father very hard, if only she knew. Years passed by. In high school, girls thought about their hair, makeup, and most importantly, boys, but not me. The thought of being with a boy scared me like a child watching Chucky when their parents told them not to. The thought of being with a boy took me back to my younger years. Because I didn't talk to anyone back then, I didn't know how to talk to anyone, so I talked to myself and I wrote my feelings down on paper. I shut down and went silently through school and family life. This put me in a depressed state of mind and I felt ashamed. In my senior year of high school, I realized what had happened to me was not my fault. I came home late one night. My mother had told me to come straight home because we needed to talk, but I didn't. As soon as I walked in, she started fussing and asking me, "Why are you acting like you don't give a damn or care about anyone or anything?" I replied, "Because I don't." We were sitting down on the couch and I broke down in tears. I spoke up of the abuse that had been bothering me from the early years of my life. I told my mother. She was in awe, in shock, her mouth wide open because she never thought that something like that would happen so close to her, especially to her little girl. Angry but relieved, she suddenly knew and understood my behavior. My mother immediately signed me up to speak to a psychiatrist and help me to heal. It was a long journey, but I have overcome my abuse. I live in a new town with a new job, a new house, and a new car. I feel brand new. With my past behind me, I have been able to move forward with no worries. Like the old spiritual hymn, Amazing Grace, I feel like I was once blind, but now I see. Today, I am now 24 years old with a strong will and most importantly, not ashamed of who I've become. I'm loved, I'm proud, and most importantly, I found me.